When I was growing up, I had asthma. And from the time I was 5, I always had an inhaler in my pocket. I'd have asthma attacks that I'd have to take the nebulizer to handle, especially when it was cold in the winter in New Jersey. When I turned 18, the asthma completely went away. The reason is, I went to college at the University of Florida, and they had a student gym there, and I started lifting weights. And the deep, rhythmic breathing when you're lifting weights just totally strengthened my lungs, and the asthma went away 99%. To this day, I'm 25, 26 now, and I don't carry the inhaler. I don't know where it is. I don't know the last time I refilled the prescription, and I don't know the last time I took a nebulizer. And through my days growing up, I played a lot of tennis. I was very active. I ran a lot. I was outdoors. I'd swim. None of those things were strong enough and disciplined enough in order to actually get rid of the asthma. Getting rid of asthma was not my goal, but my goal was to just play and do what I was doing. When I pushed myself to the higher limit in fitness by actually lifting weights, not only did I become stronger and go from being scrawny to being muscular, an unintended consequence happened, which is the removal of this lifelong, pretty significant problem that I had. I couldn't have predicted that. And then that strengthening leads to so many other strengthenings. It's not just the getting rid of asthma. There are many days in my life in the last several years that I would have otherwise been on a nebulizer or taking my inhaler that I'm now spent running, and then not just running but running more, and then not just running more but running more, and then doing other types of exercise, then doing yoga, then playing more tennis, and then growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Everything ends up building on itself. And that's why it's very important for any person when it comes to anything, but fitness especially, take that one step now. I have videos on my channel where I talk about the easy way to get into shape is to take that one step now. And then when you take one step, then you take another step. That's another step. That's one step. Take another step. Now you're a little bit closer. You're a little bit closer. Each step gets bigger. Each step gets bigger. Then you go to sleep. You come back the next day. You take another step, another step, another step, another step. Before you know it, you're leagues beyond where you started before. And it just takes from doing the one step now. People have this way of conceptualizing, oh yeah, later. Oh yeah, when January 1st comes. Oh yeah, well, when this happens, when I get more time, when this happens. And before you know it, all that time went away and you end up a lot older and less fit than you wanted to be. And I'm one of those people. You know, I'm not where I want to be when it comes to fitness. I'm lazy as anyone else is, but I force myself more times than not to actually get into the gym, to actually go to the yoga class, to actually meditate, to actually run. And there's so many days, believe me, to this day, that I don't do it. I disappoint myself a lot, and I don't like that. And I know how tough it is. And no matter when I'm feeling bad, when I'm tired, when I'm stressed, the last thing I want to do is exercise and put myself through more of that pain. And I can tell myself, oh, well, it's just one step, right? You just have to take one step, then you take more steps and you're better off. It doesn't do much though. That motivational talk, when I'm really feeling down, it doesn't do much. What does something is actually doing it. I can know it intellectually. That doesn't mean that I'm going to feel good actually doing it. So what I've developed more than I've ever had in the year I've been 25, in the year that my father went from being alive and may have lived many more years to dying, in the year that I started a band, in the year that I started my show Amazing People and started this speaking career on the internet, I've learned how to encounter pain. And that was the most important lesson that I got from Dr. Garagazlu, who was my third and fourth guest on Amazing People. He said, "A day without pain, that is a bad day. The only day you don't feel pain is the day you die," right? So a day without pain is the day that you're dying. So for me, I encounter pain every day. The stamina that it takes to develop my voice, to sing in a band, to film these videos, to play tennis, and I'd love to be a professional, to train at these levels and all these things, it's immense. It's immense. I drink more coffee than I want to. I don't exercise as much as I want to, though I do exercise a lot. And every time I feel pain, which is truly every day, that could be physical pain, it's certainly emotional and psychological pain, as the old me sheds its skin and turns into something else, that's painful. And the beauty is that every person can go through this pain. It's so simple. I mean, pain is natural, right? When you use pain constructively, when you choose it instead of letting it happen to you, when you go forward instead of backwards or stay in the same spot, that's when you're able to become not just a physically healthy person, but a psychologically healthy person, a more active member of your community. Not only does it make you stronger, it increases your aptitude to experience pain in anything. That can increase how good you do in relationships. It can increase how well you do in career, because it can increase how big you think and dream, because you know that every shell that you have can be broken as soon as you take the decision to encounter a little bit of pain. So to me, the life of pain is the way. And I don't mean that 100%. I enjoy pleasures and leisure and relaxing and all that after the job is done, after the pain has gone through, and then I can really enjoy and relax and feel comfortable and know that everything's going to be okay, even if things don't go the way I want them to. You know why? Because if things don't go the way I want them to, they'll be painful. And I know how to handle pain. So when people encounter this entire fitness thing with that mentality, not that this is going to feel good, because it usually doesn't. As a matter of fact, it doesn't. That's why so many people don't do it. When people say, I'm going to encounter the pain today, that's where the magic really starts to happen. It also throws you into the unknown, and your brain releases chemicals that endorphins or adrenaline or something like that, and you become a new you through the process of deep and great fitness. So not only did it get rid of asthma for me, fitness, it made me a better tennis player. It's given me the physical stamina to handle all the things I'm doing, and if I weren't physically fit, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. And don't take it from me. Richard Branson, Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah Winfrey, Tim Cook, these are all business people who credit daily fitness to a big part of their success. And I think there's a lot to learn from that.